Hey guys, since we do not have PLC this week, this is a video to walk you through next week's module. So this is for week 7, which is on and from Monday 11-30 until Friday 12-4. So the first assignment we have is for Monday, and it is a graded assignment, and it is Introduction to Religion. This is going to give them the background that they need to do really well in all of their religion components of each of our units coming up. And so the students are going to watch the Brain Pop as many times as it takes. I would recommend watching it once as a class, and then they are able to watch it after that as well, have a discussion, and then they are going to take the Brain Pop quiz on Canvas. It is a graded quiz. It is 50 points, and it is informal. It asks them, it shuffles the answers for them, no time limit, and they can take it twice. I would also suggest on this day maybe using a passage from the test for tomorrow to help them understand pieces of religion so that they're also prepared for their close reading test tomorrow. So that is for 11-30. Whatever time they have left after that for the day should be used for all makeup work or late work since that is due on 12-10. I'm going to go back to the module. Okay. Tuesday 12-1, we're looking at the Judaism close reading test. Okay. So the way that this is set up in Canvas is each of the paragraphs is broken up, and I will show you what I mean in just a second. So before I show you how the test is set up, this is a graded quiz. It is 36 points. That is automatically in there for you. And please make sure that it is underneath the formal assignment group. There are not multiple attempts on this because it's a close read test, unless you decide an individual student needs another attempt. And if that's the case, just let me know and I can show you how to give them another attempt. Now, half of this quiz is graded for us, and the other half we just have to take a look at. But a couple of things to notice and take note of is that when it asks for a one-sentence summary, it's also giving them the option of they could do a one-sentence reflection. So this means that there is no right or wrong answer for their one sentences that go with the paragraphs. And I've clarified for them here that a sentence is 5 or more words that captures the main idea of the paragraph or your thoughts on the paragraph. It has to start with a capital letter and it has to end with a period. So giving them those guidelines, when we go to look at how to grade the test, all you have to do really is just count the words and make sure that they have a sentence, because if they don't have a sentence, then it's wrong. But aside from not writing anything, there's no way to get this portion wrong. Also, we will not be doing paragraph numbers with this because I put the questions underneath each of the paragraphs, and I'll show you that in a second. I put the questions underneath each of the paragraphs that they went with. So I'm going to open up the preview to just show you what this question looks like. Okay, again, all of the directions are right here, and we have the first paragraph. Now, some of the paragraphs are just in boxes. If there's no points with it, it means that there's not a one-sentence summary. So they'll start off by reading the question, or the first paragraph, and as you can see, question 1 goes with paragraph 1. Okay, so why did Abraham destroy the idols? They would know from the paragraph they just read before it that he believed in one God, not idols. And now there's a second question. The next paragraph, because I can't get rid of where it says question 2 or whatever that might be, Canvas automatically puts it in there, is just the second paragraph. Okay, and this is going to give them the option of doing a one-sentence summary or a one-sentence reflection. And after they read it, they would come down here and just type that into the box. And this is how they're going to continue through the quiz for or the test for all of it. You can also see that there's a question, two questions that go with that paragraph. Okay, so if there is a one sentence summary, it will tell them that in green underneath the paragraph. Um, the entire test goes in order, including the questions. So the questions are lined up directly after the paragraph the kids can find it in. And I'm going to show you in just a moment how to go in and grade half of the test since they are taking it and we have to grade half of it. So I'm going to quickly take this in the student view. So I went in and I took the quiz in the student view and I just did some random clicking. So after the student submits their test, it's going to come up here on the right hand side and it says submission details. And it's going to tell them their current score is 2 out of 36 with a star next to it. That score or that star means that some of the questions are not graded yet. So make sure that the students keep that in mind when they see their score because that's not going to be their final score. I'm going to leave the student view and I'm going to go into SpeedGrader for this. And the first one that's going to come up is the test student. And so you can see here that these are the following questions that you need to review up here in the pink. You can also use, come up here. So once you click that, so say question 2 needs me to review it, you click it, you read it, you come up here and you adjust the number of points. Okay, and then you keep going from there. So for this one, you would click, you would read it, click it, say it doesn't have 5, you would give them a 0. So you're going to go and make sure that all of their sentence summary ones are completed by making sure that all the numbers are in there. Now, once you put the numbers up in the top right-hand corner of each of the paragraphs, okay, all of these will go away, so it will tell us if we missed one. But you need to come down here to the very bottom of the test and just hit update score. And that score will then update over here on the right-hand side. And you can see up here that the questions I had scored manually go away. So you will make sure to score, so you'll scroll through the test, you'll read their sentence summary / reflections, you'll adjust the scores for each of them, you'll come to the bottom and hit update score, and that will automatically update the score for you. Again, this is only 36 points, and this is a 10 paragraph short article. So it shouldn't take them that long. However, I did set it so that it was due on Thursday, not the 24th, I'm sorry, Thursday, December 4th. So they at least have some extra time if you feel that they need it. Okay, I'm gonna go back into the module right quick. So 12-2 is Geography of Ancient India. This is something that they can do with a partner if you want them to. I started off by having them make a new folder since we are going to be starting the topic of Ancient India. You can also do the Ancient India song by Mr. Nicky. It is not my favorite, but it at least gets the point across. For this portion, you could do it as a whole class, you could do it small group, you could do it individually. It is up to you, but they're using the textbook chapter to take notes on, and I will fix where it says ancient Egypt in just a second. They will take notes using the note catcher here. This is not the assignment that's being turned in. This looks like all of our other note catchers that we have used in the last few weeks. The next assignment is background of ancient India. So 12-3, this is Thursday. There's a note-taking document as well as a presentation. So this is the presentation linked in red that you're going to use to give notes to the students, and I'll make some corrections to this as well. My advice would be don't just let the students go through the don't just let the students go through the presentation. I would give them the lecture or maybe even record the lecture so that as they're working and doing their notes, they can pause it to make their notes in the note catcher. And the note catcher is just fill in the blank, and all of the blanks they need to fill in are highlighted in yellow. So that is a positive. The last thing, and this is not something we're turning in, the last thing for this week is 12-4, Hinduism, and it is just taking a quick look at what exactly Hinduism is. So there's a notice and wonder document. Again, not for a grade. We're only taking the one informal and one formal grade for this week. So the note catcher is literally just an I notice and I wonder, and they're going to use the video that's either linked here in blue / green, or it's down here at the bottom. It's like 17 minutes. So they are able to watch this video, or you can watch it as a class and fill in the notice and wonder chart. After they're done with that, because it's only 20 minutes, that's an awesome Friday activity. Give them some time to take a breather, review what you've learned, and give those students who need the time to make up work to actually do so. Because their late work again is due on 12-10 because our gradebooks closed on 12-16. Let me know if you guys have any questions or the settings, and I will gladly reach out to you before Monday. Have a great Thanksgiving break.